Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Jonathan. Welcome to part 3. Welcome back to part 3 of our PHP development. So this is part 3B. All right. So we'll head back to where we left off in the A part. Okay. So we'll try to install to create the data and then nothing happened. So let's look at our code. At the initial point, I'll go ahead and close this. Okay. When we try to enter the data, I'll enter the data and click submit. Nothing happened. So let's see what could be wrong. We'll take a little time to debug it. Um, our code starts from here, and because there was no output of any sort, you know, so I guess our PHP code did not execute. So our PHP code starts from here. We have set condition that if that will allow the PHP code to execute if only there is a submit. So let's look at our button, type submit, value. So this does not have a submit value, okay, because we didn't give it a value. It's either we'll give it a value submit or we'll change our code to just post. Okay, so I'll quickly give it value of submit. Okay, we'll save that. Let's try this again. I'll always click in here and press enter key to refresh so that our changes will take effect. All right, Joe. Okay, TT's password is there. Nothing happened. Let's check. Okay, oh, this was my initial data. Okay, nothing in here yet. All right, so we'll head back. I'm going to use the second option. Okay, I will allow this. So we'll have a submit. Sure that we'll have the same spelling. Okay, so insert it to this, and all the values are here. Okay, okay. Since we are using PDO method, this is supposed to be STMT. It's part of the PDO library. You can see that I have suggestions there. It's equal to call exec that. Okay, if STMT, then news has been created. So I would like our message to be direct. So I would rather put this in a variable message is equal to this. I will do this for the next one as well, so that I can easily display them in my HTML, you know. area of the code. So this is what we have here. So I would like the result to show under the user registration. Okay, so I will be using the div tag. Open and close div tag, then bring in the PHP code because okay, we'll be using, because if I put the message here, it will always look out. It will always want to execute the message, and it will be telling us undefined variable and all those. So to avoid that, we must put it into a conditional statement. So let's always be sure that the message is set before we execute. If nothing is in the message, it will not execute. So I'll bring in the message here. So if it sets message, so you go ahead and echo now. Okay, $sign message. All right, that is all. So the text of the color style is equal to, let's give it a color of white so that it will stand out and it will show clearly. Okay, I will also give it font hyphen width of bold. Okay, so that it will be clear enough. Control S to save, and we'll head back to this. Press the enter key to refresh. Draw this, and then password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, shoot. No message, that means nothing happened. We still have error somewhere. Let's go ahead and look at it again. So we attach our, oh, I made a mistake in bringing this one in. I didn't declare, or I didn't write this in a class form, so it's just written in procedural form, so I'm not supposed to be declaring the class. Okay, that was a mistake from me. I will let's start my code again. All right, so enter, and then show. Okay, this and password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Shoots. All right, no message. That means I still have error somewhere. I will keep on debugging. Okay, so this is how we debug code. It takes time and all those. My button is another one I'm suspecting, but since I'm giving it value, mm, sorry, it's not supposed. Is it supposed to be value? Okay, let's say name. Name is equal to submit. Okay, and let's be sure that we have the same submit. If we set this, do that. Our connection part is correct. Insert into this values. Okay, the values are well set. Okay, SQL this then STNT con exec and SQL. That is the statement there. If this is set, do this, and if not do that, then we'll close our connection. I think it's okay. I guess the error is coming from that because there is no message in here. It's not telling me that it's failed or anything. So I guess it must be that initial beautiful new user created. So the issue was from our button. So we have new user inserted into the database. Okay. So we have that working for us. So the picture aspect of this I disabled, and I said I will come to that later. Also, I talked about cleaning up our HTML, our variable collection, strings, so that we can avoid things like SQL injection, where people will just put in a malicious code that we eventually execute when you try to insert your data in the database, and it can harm your database. Okay, so how do we do that? You can use the HTML what is it called again? Okay, HTML special character, strings, tags, and all those to escape that. Or we can use PHP scripts. Okay, so I will just use the HTML special character. HTML, let me put space so that I can have tips. Special characters, okay. Strip underscore tags, yes, is there. So I can bring in my data collection cuts into this. Okay, all right. So this will help us to handle SQL injection. So there is also my SQL escape character, and all those you can see use them. Okay, so email, change this to email, and this is PSW password. Okay, that is done. Let's be sure that our code is still working. db at gmail.com. 1 2 3 4 5 6. New record created. All right, I have the b there, so that is working. So what next now? I'll still leave the picture behind. So let's see how we can read our data. Okay, we can log in our user. All right, so we'll now go back to the login page. Okay, we'll pick these two data and compare them to what we have in the database, and then execute. All right, so I'll head back to the code, to the index.php. So we'll look at what do we have here? Uname and PSW, password, required. Validation will do all those things, you know, will take time and make this dates application worthwhile. Deploying what's you know deploying in production. All right. So having done that, remember that we must have the name given to this if we must use it to checkmate our submission, and we'll call it submit. So let's run. If anything has happened as it submits, okay, if it sets post, okay, and we have submit inside it, then execute the following code. Okay, so we'll now insert our connection. We insert our connection, so that is straightforward, I believe. The next thing is to prepare our query SQL, or call it, should I be calling it query? I think I love calling it query. Okay, equal to that's semicolon. All right, the query statement for selection is just select all if you like, or you select specific columns in the database. I believe if you're watching this and you don't know anything about database, please go ahead and watch my video on SQL tutorial. That will help you a lot. But if you're familiar with all those, the language of SQL management system, so go ahead, you can go ahead with this video. So select I'll be needing the email, username and password. So I'll rather use username. That the way it's written in our database. Always make sure you use the right label that you have for your column in database, else it will not work. Select username, then password from, it should be caps, from what is our table name, users. Okay, where okay, Username, I have not picked my data. I started resetting, so no problem. Where username is equal to, remember that we'll have a token there. Should be working with the token as well. So we'll see how we can make use of all those. But for now, let's continue with this. A username is equal to what? Single quotes. This uname, close the single quotes, and these two conditions must be met before this code will work. And password is equal to what? Single quotes, $, PWSW, close the single quotes. Okay. All right, let's quickly get all those two. $, uname is equal to HTML special character strip underscore tags. Okay. $_ post. Are we using post or get? Okay, post in brackets. We have uname. Okay, semicolon, copy and paste. The next one is PSW and it's PSW here. So I have the two values and I've prepared this SQL statement. So let's execute stmt is equal to my connection executes. Okay, query. Don't forget your semicolon at the end. There is error. My exec is not well spelled, so that's why it was underlined in red. All right. In our statement, okay, there is a condition that we can also insert here. So we'll say that the limit of our fetch should be 1 equal to 1. Okay, I'm inserting this outside of my code. Alright, it's supposed to be here. So that we don't have more than one value. Okay. So if, let's use our condition here now, if stmt, if it is true, okay, echo log in work or logged in, else mindful of your syntax, echo wrong details. Okay, I will save this now and let's try it out before we proceed. Alright, so my username is what? I have Joe as username here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Error. Uncaught video exception. Syntax error. Access violation. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Alright. That is not a big deal. Check the manual. Look for where it says correspond the right syntax near is equal to 1. That is where I have issue. Okay. Always look out for that last statement there. Limits equal to, how do I do? Okay, limits 1. Sorry. I guess that is it. Okay. Wrong details. Thank you. So Joe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Password. Still wrong details. Are you kidding me? Alright, so the database is open here. That is Joe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's correct. Username, password. So Joe uppercase J 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a password. Still saying wrong details. It's either our code for it to have shown wrong details, it has executed up to this point. Now we're here and it checked, and if this is true, echo logged in. If it is not true, this. So it therefore means that we are not getting the right stuff here. Okay, select username. In our database, it is user underscore name, and password is this password. Okay, alright, so let's sanitize or critically look into our code. Select username, password from both of them from users. What is our database name? Users, where user underscore name is equal to uname, which is what we have up there, and then password is equal to PSW, which is what we have the limit 1. I'm going to remove the limit 1. Okay, executing the query here. I will save. Refresh. Joe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still saying wrong details. Alright, I will inspect the character. Let's see what our console network. Let's see what is transmitting. Joe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where are you? CSS main CSS stash CSS index.html username uname PSW. and submit. Sure, sure, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is going on well. So I think the next thing to do now is to display what we have in STMT. So I can echo this here as well. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 0, which means false. 1 is supposed to be true. It's not getting the data from database. This is wrong. 0. In PHP is true the same as 1 or 0. Value is converted to the string 1, so it's supposed to be 1. Okay. Alright, so our syntax is wrong. Something is wrong here. Query, query. So this is what I normally do. From here, SQL, select all from this. So instead of that, I'll put in my code. Select username, this from this, where username is equal to Joe and password is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go. Selected. Selected. So I think I better change what condition I'm using here. If it sets this, Abi, if it sets that, do this. Let's see. Joe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Logged in. Okay. Joe, 1, 2, 3, 4. She say logged in. Meanwhile, it's wrong. I entered the wrong password. Joe 12 logged in. Wrong statement. Alright, so let's keep on doing this. Num. Did I execute? Okay, I said it was 0. STMT is supposed to give me the value of what I have done. Okay, supposed to get the username and the password from the array. Save. Joe 1 2 3 4 5 6 0. My code isn't working, and I guess it's from the way I enter the value. Where username is equal to this. Okay, let me try to resolve this, and password is equal to this. See if that will make it string enough for it to work. Joe 1 2 3 4 5 6. Why was that flash? Please pardon me. I've not worked on this before, so I'm just doing it for the first time, so we are bound to have these errors. Wrong details. Why is this 0 when I'm selecting everything? Select all from users. But dump this. I want to get this value. Hmm. Something is wrong. This is collecting the right value, isn't it? Echo name, integrate PSW. Okay, so let's see. Shouldn't have bothered with that anyways, because the ordinary selection is not working at all. Yeah, true. So the value is coming. But why is my SQL statement not working? Oh, Jonathan. My God. I'm just using this as if I'm working on a SAT. I just was thinking of the insertion I did. So sorry. Oh, what the heck. Alright, we're back to this place. So I must confess that I was carried away with getting the login worked, that I didn't do the right thing. So I skipped a process here. Alright, STM, that is equal to my connection con. This is supposed to prepare my statements, okay? My query, okay? Alright, thank you. So we have this here. Exec. When you have errors, first of all, look up to be sure that you enter the right parameters. This prepare. So STMT execute. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you see that? A simple code can hold you for a whole week. If you don't look down, if you don't read in between the lines and try to fish out what the error was. So we are good to go. So where do we go to when we log in? We go to the landing page, right? Alright, so the landing page now should be the admin, still the admin page. I'll go ahead in our CM file. I'll create a folder and call it admin. Okay. Inside the admin, I'll call this a dashboard.php. Okay. So inside the dashboard, we'll borrow this code here. Check this code here. We'll remove the a form. I'll call this welcome admin. Okay, so upon login, we'll redirect the user but if the login was not successful, the user remains in the login page. User registration, I'll borrow this and use it in the login page. Okay, if you set message 2 dots, the title, what did I give this as the title of the page again? So that is why it is good for you to have a one code base that you can use all through. You know, if I had this somewhere, if I define my page in a form that I will be reusing my code, I won't have to put this title everywhere I go. But for now, as a beginner, you can do that. Time goes on, I will show you how to make a template, that you can reuse. Alright, so where were we? Now our login is working, so we redirect if the user logged in successfully. Redirect. So redirect in PHP we use header, okay, double colon, location. Can't remember this now, but I think it's location column. It's been a while I did PHP, but all the same, admin dashboard dot PHP. If that is not it, then I will search the internet. I think I'm right. So instead of telling us logged in, why don't you take us to the right page? Are we good to go? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what is missing? Why is our page blank? Can anybody guess? I will give you 30 seconds to guess that. So how do you guess for us? Before the video continues, please rush down to the comment area and give me your answer. Okay, thank you. The video will continue now. Alright, so let's see if we are all grabbing it, understand my process. If not, also comment. Let me know if I should increase my speed or not. Alright, so we got this working and we said our page is blank. So we have our CSS attached here, but our CSS is actually um outside the admin folder. So how do we resolve this now? Just look for where it is. So we use the dots, double dots slash this. So do that. Style. It's not there. Okay, single dot slash style sheets. It's not there. Dot dot is supposed to work. Okay, save all. Come down here and refresh. I'm working. Style sheet inside this is where I am. I need to come outside. Alright, let's see this. Dot dot slash. I'm inside Apache, I'm inside everything. Am I inside CMS? No. Honestly, what's happening? I'm completely outside. Single dot this, okay, inside CMS. Then is it dot dot now? Dots dots. I'm going outside again. So rather do this, do that, style dot CSS. Thank you. It didn't work. But why doing that to myself? Inside admin, I'll create a folder and call it assets. So that is what I was supposed to have done for the other one. I will copy the style and paste inside assets. Okay. All right. Then in our dashboard, I will have to resolve that. Oh my God. I was working in a different environment. If you saw me do that, please pretend, especially when you have commented the right answer and I was here messing up, pretend as if you didn't notice that I've made a mistake. So I'll quickly do what I did before and see whether CMS style sheet, whether it will work. Pretend as if you didn't notice me do that or it didn't work. And I saved. So assets, okay, then style.css there. Thank you, welcome admin. So we have this. In part 4 of our work, we are going to what do we do in part 4? Okay, arrange our dashboard, put the menu by the side. We're going to have a side menu at the top, a side navigation bar at the top. We'll have the details of the user. The user can change password and all those, and then and the body, we have statistics of the number of users in the database and all those. Then we can now, okay, then we'll do our upload image and display image. Okay, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, so that and also click the notification button, that is the bell, small bell beside the subscribe button, so that each time we upload new videos you will get notification. Okay, all right, so I've spent a lot of time trying to debug this code here. In the next one we'll try and be faster.